From roasting toddlers in tiaras.
I'm fat as a whale and I don't give two girl. My name's Honey Boo Boo and I'm a beauty queen. Yes.
To ripping right into Jersey Shore.
You got cabbage in your
Today, I'm gonna break down every show that South Park has ever roasted, ever. Starting with the big boys. No, that's not a fat joke, but he is fat and a joke. In one of arguably the most controversial South Park episodes of all time, Trey and Parker decided to simultaneously take shots at Islam and Family Guy. In Cartoon Wars Part 1, the town of South Park erupted into chaos as the threat of terrorist violence reared its ugly head.
Dad, what the hell is going on?
On American television, a cartoon is about to air with the Muslim prophet Muhammad as a character.
But the cartoon in question was not just any old cartoon. That would be a missed opportunity. An opportunity to take a shot at the big boys.
What cartoon would be so insensitive as to have Muhammad as a character? Which cartoon is it?
Cartoon that's always pushing buttons with their careless toilet humor. Who do you think? Family Guy!
Trey and Parker were ready for war, just like the Muslims inside of South Park.
Muslim terrorist al-Zawahiri made this statement.
باتفاقات الاستسلام بين السلطة وإسرائيل. إن لم تعترف بإسرائيل وتتخلى عن الجهاد هدد حماس في خطابه عن حالة الاتحاد.
And Ayman al-Zawahiri knows cartoons. Luckily for the people of South Park, the Family Guy episode would go ahead, but censored.
Maybe we can just have tea. The prophet of the Muslim faith? You mean like the time you had tea with Muhammad? Let's get some tea. Come on, Muhammad.
Try my Mr. T.
But just when things felt like they were calming down, Family Guy reignited the fire. Not the real Family Guy, the Family Guy South Park are currently roasting. Oh yeah, perfectly not confusing.
Just learned that the featuring Muhammad Family Guy episode was only part 1 of a 2-parter, with Muhammad uncensored. And part 2 is going to air next week.
If the shots at Family Guy were not obvious enough already, this next plot twist was coming straight for their writing staff. Ayman al-Zawahiri is gonna be so pissed.
الوصول للسلطة ليس مطلوبا لذاته ولكنه مطلوب لتمكين شرع الله في الأرض حتى يدركوا أبعاد المؤامرة الأمريكية ضدهم. الأمر الأول وفي هذا الصدد يهمني أن أنبه إخواني المسلمين في فلسطين لعدة أمور.
I told you he knows his cartoons. But as the threat of retaliation grows stronger, the President of the United States steps in to try and stop Family Guy from destroying world peace with their mediocre writing.
We need to discuss this Family Guy episode, Mr. President.
The Family Guy writers insist I don't censor Muhammad. Mr. President, my hands are tied.
But, Mr. President, they must be reasoned with. This is a matter of national security.
There's something about the Family Guy writing staff I think you should know.
And if the dozens of jabs at the quality of Family Guy's writing weren't enough already, things were about to get a whole lot subtle in Cartoon Wars Part 2.
جميع العمليات خلال 20 دقيقة قبل أن ينتبه بوش وإدارته. العام محمد عطا رحمه الله.
Bin Laden went on to say that the terrorist retaliation will be immediate. If Family Guy shows the image of Muhammad as planned.
Yes, that was Osama bin Laden, and yes, he just called Family Guy gay. The gloves are officially off, but this next roast is about to put the final nail in the coffin.
Well, Danny, the Family Guy writing staff, here we are.
What are they?
They're manatees.
Manatees? I bet you didn't see that one coming. I know I didn't. Well, when you peer into the minds of Trey and Parker, be sure that you're always going to be in for a surprise. But the joke soon becomes very clear.
Creatures. You see, the right side of the tank is filled with idea balls. The manatees choose an idea ball and swim it over to the joke combine on the other side of the tank. There's millions of them. Each idea ball has a verb, noun, or pop culture reference written on it. She's coming up with an idea. But there goes Gretchen. Oh, she came up with Gary Coleman.
Brilliant. If you're a Family Guy writer watching this right now, please don't shoot the messenger. The scary thing is, it's somewhat believable.
Laundry, date, winning, Mexico, Gary Coleman. I can see it now. A perfect Family Guy joke.
You didn't do the laundry today. Peter!
You think that's bad? Remember the time I won a date to Mexico with Gary Coleman?
What you talking about, Willis?
¿Qué pasó, señores?
I frickin' love that episode, man. Ultimately, Family Guy went ahead and aired the episode with Muhammad uncensored, and the retaliation was fierce.
Hello, I am American. I am American too.
We like to crap on each other.
Hello, I'm the president. I will crap on both of you.
Oh, we love to crap!
That was worse than I could have ever imagined, that's for sure. But there's still time for one last swipe from good ol' Ayman al-Zawahiri.
الاستسلام بين السلطة وإسرائيل في قبول دخول هذه المجالس العلمانية.
Family Guy, consider yourselves roasted. But how did the show's creator Seth MacFarlane take it? Pretty well, actually. He thought the episode was funny and accurate, but he's not so keen about the comments Trey and Parker have made about him and the writing staff. Maybe he's referring to the time Parker said, "We've seen Family Guy and we do hate it, and we just don't respect it in terms of writing." Subtle as always. There are a few cartoons with more history and success than South Park, so best believe the ones that do are falling directly into the crosshairs of Trey and Parker. Take The Simpsons, for example. When Butters becomes a supervillain and The Simpsons already did it, he starts to find it difficult to be both evil and original.
Cool, it'll be just like on The Simpsons. I think it was the Mr. Burns character. He tried to block Springfield from the sun. Huh? They did that on The Simpsons. He did? I thought I was being original. So how do we build it? Well, heck, not if they already did it on The Simpsons. Well, I don't want to do it now. I think it's something else.
This time, the roast isn't as vicious as the one cast upon Family Guy. More of the meta roast to the difficulty of being creative in a reality where juggernauts like The Simpsons have done the deed to death. And Butters just can't seem to catch a break.
How about this, Dougie? I'm going to pose as a real estate agent buying a monorail and then skip town with all their money. No? They did it episode 204. Simpsons did it. Okay, then I'm going to start a website with rumors about everyone in town. And then I'll take this to spread vicious. Simpsons did it.
Even I'm starting to hate The Simpsons at this point. It's like that annoying-ass friend that interrupts every single story with, "I've done that." No, you haven't, Jimmy. But sadly for Trey and Parker and Butters, The Simpsons actually did.
Behold, but instead they'll get a mouthful of yuckies and sticky mayonnaise. People will think that they're going to get a bite of a sweet, delicious cherry. This device that I made will take the cherries out of chocolate-covered cherries and replace the inside instead 2-month-old mayonnaise.
There's no way The Simpsons have done that one. There's just no fracking way. I will not believe it.
You've never seen this on The Simpsons, right? No, I think The Simpsons would be more clever than that.
Finally. It might not be the greatest idea, but at least it's an original one. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, The Simpsons.
Tonight on The Simpsons, I replace it instead with mayonnaise. Cherries out of chocolate-covered cherries. It's a laugh-a-rama when Bart builds a machine.
No! Uh-oh, Simpsons did it! Simpsons did it! No, it can't be. Simpsons did it! Simpsons did it! Ah! Don't have a cow, man.
Oh, you were so close! Man, what's the point anymore? The Simpsons have ruined comedy forever, and Butters is taking it even worse than I am.
It makes a little society, and they build a statue of her thinking she's God. Lisa loses a tooth, and the bacteria on it starts to grow. The Genesis tub. Treehouse of Horror, episode 4F02. Ha! They did that on The Simpsons. Ha ha ha! Ha! So? Yeah, they've been on the air for like 13 years. Of course they've done everything. Dude, The Simpsons done everything already. Who cares?
There is not a single reality that exists where The Simpsons hasn't done everything. None. They've covered every topic ever twice.
In fact, that episode was a ripoff of a Twilight Zone episode.
Every idea has been done, Butters, even before The Simpsons.
So I shouldn't care if I come up with an idea and The Simpsons already did it. Really? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry, Simpsons. There's no bad blood after all. And unlike Family Guy, Matt Groening, the creator of The Simpsons, really didn't care about this roast. I guess because it wasn't really a roast and game recognizes game after all. He actually made a cute nod to South Park and their classic chalkboard gags, courtesy of Bart. He clearly admitted Trey and Parker's bravery during the censorship saga shown in the Cartoon Wars episodes we just talked about. Adorable. Enough about cartoons now, we got bigger fish to fry. Reality TV deserves every little ounce of abuse it gets, and South Park came for the goat. In the episode It's a Jersey Thing, a family from New Jersey moves in next door to the Marshes, which kicks off the perfect opportunity for a roast of none other than Jersey Shore.
And so then I met the school principal, Principal Victoria. What's her name? I mean, excuse my language, but what a stupid needs a get examined. So far, I can tell that everyone here really likes me. Family and I moved from Jersey to South Park about a week ago.
Uncanny. In the peak of Jersey Shore's success, it had become a cultural phenomenon in the United States. For better or for worse, though, well, it's clear which side Trey and Parker were on.
You whack job for $6! You'd probably sell your You don't ever. Psycho! Enough of garbage! Old woman garbage! Cabbage!
Garbage. That's a new one. And it's not long before Stan and the gang have had enough of these Jersey assholes.
And every time they act like selfish assholes, they flip out for no reason and they talk way too loud. So they just go, "Oh, it's a Jersey thing, it's a Jersey thing."
Me and my friends are from Jersey.
Hey, come on, there's people from Jersey all over.
Oh, crap, there's more of them?
Who here's from Jersey?
The disease is spreading. A perfect commentary on the normalization of debauchery and the infectious hedonism that quickly started to poison America. And no, I'm not talking about chlamydia, but I imagine there's a lot of that too.
Get this party started!
Yeah, where the hell are they coming from?
It does look kind of fun though. But when chaos erupts at the hair salon, Stan's mom Sharon finds herself right in the middle of it.
Get her, Sharon! What? Be the bigger person, Sharon. Sharon, just stay out of it. Who's crazy? You people are crazy. Is my family crazy? Are you talking about my family? Don't you pull my friend's hair, you bitch! Let go of her, you piece of trash!
Oh dang, I did not see that coming. Turns out Kyle's mom Sheila might have an orange-stained past of her own.
Will you trashy get the out of here and leave her alone? Who you? Psycho bitch! No! You wanna see crazy? Psycho! Psycho! You're a psycho! You better just step the away! You wanna see crazy? You're cabbage!
I guess it's time to fight fire with fire, people. The perfect lesson for the impressionable youth of America. Always, and I mean always, make sure you stoop to their level. Don't actually do that. But when things get desperate, there's only one person to turn to in hopes of rescuing South Park.
Hello, Mr. Bin Laden. I'm a geologist in America. My name is Randy. America isn't your favorite place in the world. We need your help. Gosh darn it. I believe that if we do not succeed, Jersey will spread to Japan, Russia, and eventually to you. As you may know, we are trying to stop our entire country from becoming New Jersey.
Time to bring out the big guns, I guess. And if the roast wasn't already heavy enough, saying that they'd rather mess with Bin Laden than people from Jersey is the final nail in the coffin. Let the battle commence.
New Jersey! Keep shooting! We're sick of New Jersey!
If it wasn't clear by now, I don't think Trey and Parker love people from New Jersey. And Al-Qaeda certainly has something to say about it, courtesy of Bin Laden.
Give them hell, Al-Qaeda!
Alas, South Park is saved, free from the virus of Jersey Shore. Finally. And now, in true American fashion, it's time to give them their just reward.
Only folks with differences. Hey, let us all remember that no people on this earth are really enemies. We got him!
Two birds, one stone, baby. America. But this wasn't just a general swipe at the people in New Jersey. South Park actually depicted real people from the cast of Jersey Shore in the episode in a less than favorable fashion.
You gotta find a way past it!
Smash!
Get it out of it! Does it want?
Sounds like it wants smush smash.
Snarky wants smash!
It's
That is intended to be a former star of the show, Snooki. Trey and Parker held no punches on this one. I wonder what she thought of the episode herself. Quoting her, "I chuckle when people try to insult me about me being a fat humping rat on South Park. I was on South Park. Do you know what an honor that is for me? Fat rat and all, lol." Yeah, it turns out she loved it. Heck, she even considered it an honor to be a fat humping rat on South Park. Well, guess there's no such thing as bad publicity. Enough about sex, drugs, and violence. We need something light, like CSI, Crime Scene Investigation, and its irreversible implications for the American justice system.
Yes?
Hello, sir. South Park Junior Detectives.
Oh, hello, boys. Ooh, little Crime Stoppers, huh?
We're wondering if you have any crimes you need solved for $1.
Well, I'm afraid I don't have any crimes I need solved right now.
All right, sir. Well, please call us if you need anything.
I'll do that. Have fun, boys.
Stupid asshole. How come nobody has a crime to solve?
In the episode Little Crime Stoppers, Cartman and the gang take on the role of detectives in an attempt to point out the absolute ridiculousness of scripted TV crime dramas. In their first real case, the gang are faced with the task of finding out who stole this old woman's freshly baked cherry pie.
What have you got, Marsh? Detective McCormick found something interesting. Jesus, we're too late. I think we can piece this case together now.
Boom, seems like we have a closed case. Well, that was easy. But wait, if you thought it was that simple, you've clearly never seen CSI before.
You said you set the pie on the windowsill where it must have sat for some time. But its sweet smell attracted the attention of somebody. He wanted that pie badly, but he knew that he was not allowed to eat it yet. Your husband.
Why does she always stop me from doing what I want to do? Why won't she let me eat that pie?
The fricker. This episode really helped reinforce the teaching of CSI and the fact that every single case is much more violent and insidious than first perceived.
Plan was to use a hammer. Fast, causing instant death.
Then saw off the arms and legs.
The arms and legs he would dissolve with acid and lime, and he'd be able to eat that pie. The torso he would dump into the lake.
But before he could go through with his entire plan, he discovered that the pie had already been eaten by your dog.
It all makes perfect sense now. The dog was framed. I think I'm gonna be sick. How could someone possibly be so evil?
Looks like the game is over, old man.
Oh my God, what kind of television have you kids been watching?
Well, I'm stupid. This is why I make YouTube videos for a living and why I'm not a detective. But in my defense, the boys had a compelling case, and they definitely show potential. Potential that is quickly recognized by the local police department.
Yeah.
The boys are now an official part of the department. Ready for your first assignment? All right, sir. I want you to get down there and see what you can find. Okay. The operators are probably armed to the hilt with illegal weapons. There's a meth lab down at 567 Mala Vista.
Sure. A meth lab?
Score! Sending a group of prepubescent boys to go take down a meth lab? What could possibly go wrong?
Dude, I totally spaced it. Oh, crap. Did you guys do your math homework? Oh.
You die, pigs! You wanna die, huh?
Everything, apparently. But the boys' unorthodox methods and complete unprofessionalism throughout the episode eventually leads them to a stern word from the chief of the police department.
All right, detective, you're uncontrolled and you're negligent. I do not agree with your methods. Just let's get one thing straight. But by God, you get the job done. Congratulations. I'm probably gonna regret this, but there'll be lots more action and that big paycheck you've always wanted. Well, I'm promoting you to full detectives.
Thanks.
And that's the roast, plain and simple. When you script a show about real-life crime and justice, the people who watch that are probably gonna believe it. So do better, CSI. Be more realistic. Or be more like South Park. Or even Jersey Shore. That'd be pretty funny. CSI never did respond to the South Park episode, and it's not hard to see why. But do you know who really pisses Trey and Parker off? Who really grinds their gears? Environmentalists. Trying to save the planet and crap. We hate those guys. Especially the ones trying to protect the dolphins. Like, ew, gross. You know what dolphins do?
What the hell is that?
Oh no, it's the Japanese!
You dolphin!
Okay, maybe they have a point. When Stan witnesses this massacre firsthand, you best believe he's gonna rise to make sure something is done about it.
I heard you're looking for people who care about the Japanese slaughter in whales. Hey, Stan! There's these fellers on TV. They go out in the ocean and try to stop the Japanese wherever they are. Yeah, Butters, you want to help? Got stuff to do. No. I watch the show all the time. And they take volunteers. Really? People who are doing something?
Enter Whale Wars, a completely honest and transparent attempt at making the world a better place. For no personal gain whatsoever.
We're not protesters. We're pirates.
Where do I sign up? This is what it's all about, making activism seem cool. Activism shouldn't just be about making positive change. No, it should be about looking cool, making great TV, getting dough, right?
Oh my God! What did you do?
What the frick, Stan? I didn't think we'd be killing people. I thought this was about the whales and dough. But it quickly became apparent that it wasn't about that at all. When TV ratings become a part of your activism success metrics, and you resort to killing humans in a bid to save animals, the lines surrounding a good cause quickly start to become blurred. And that's the roast. Whale Wars never did respond to the criticism, though. Again, just like with CSI, not hard to see why. But if you thought things were tense now, wait till you get a load of this next roast. Agent Jack Bauer is in the firing line next as Trey and Parker come for the cop drama series 24 in Cartman Means Business.
Call is coming through now, Mr. President.
Are we on a secure line? Look, I know you're not the biggest Hill Dog fan, but she is in great danger right now. President Bush, it's Eric Cartman.
Huh? Who? Hill Dog?
I'll let Miss Clinton know. Yes, I understand.
Agent Cartman believes there to be a terrorist threat, courtesy of one of his new classmates, and the clock is ticking.
When I'm doing, Brian?
Miss Clinton, it appears that terrorists have snuck a snook up your sniz.
Oh, my.
Whoever our terrorist is has a detonator with him. Snooks are detonated remotely.
What do? Can we disable the timer?
If we don't find that detonator, everyone in the town of South Park is going to die.
Translation for all you civilians out there, there's a bomb hidden in Hillary Clinton's butt cheeks. There's a line I never thought I'd say today. Or ever, really. Not twice in 1 week, especially. But unfortunately for Cartman, he's got his eyes on the wrong guy, just because he's Muslim.
They claim they don't know anything about an attack. What is going on? What have we done?
Big surprise.
Sir, we didn't find a snook detonator anywhere. First pass of the house.
Mr. Akeem, where is your son? He's not at school? We thought he was at school.
Now, if you've never seen 24 before, you're probably not going to know the next best move for Agent Cartman. But, spoiler alert, it's torture.
You will tell me where your son is.
He should be at school.
Where is the detonator?
Hey! What detonator are you
I can do this all day.
We're sorry that you had to see that, but that's the reality of being a secret agent, and 24 portrays it perfectly. If in doubt, torture it out. I guess that's what happens when you have the future of the world riding on every single episode. But Trey and Parker actually love 24, and believe it or not, 24 loves South Park. They even sent them a prop snook after watching this roast. I wonder what it smells like. Anyway, moving on. Our next roast is straddling a fine line, which is very on brand for Trey and Parker. What at first might seem like an attack on the gays quickly turns into an insightful commentary that's actually very pro-LGBTQ. It's also very slay.
Oh my god, you guys are not gonna believe what happened to me last night. So I fall asleep in front of the TV, and when I wake up, I see that I've spilled the Coke I was drinking all over my satin pajama top. So I'm watching the season premiere of Boy Meets Boy on television, and then Queer Eye for the Straight Guy comes on, right? Oh my gosh, are you serious? That was the cutest top ever. I know.
In an episode called South Park is Gay, Trey and Parker come straight for popular TV shows like Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, which have catapulted gayness into mainstream America. It's great testimony to how accepting everyone has become.
There certainly are a lot of gay shows on television these days. My goodness.
Then Grace, and then The Love Boat with men.
I think it's great that gays are finally being so accepted. Ah! What's happened to you? Kyle!
I'm just trying to fit in, Daddy. Don't be such a drama queen.
Or not. And that's where the roast becomes clear. Trey and Parker aren't saying being gay is bad. They're saying that making sexuality trendy and reinforcing stereotypes is.
Listen, hey doll, you're looking ultra fabulous. Oh, hey Randy. So, Randy, you want me to give you a in the bathroom? Not like that. Not like that.
The episode shows perfectly how alienating it can be for actual gay people like Mr. Garrison, because they don't conform to the stereotypes that reality TV shows are reinforcing. And then suddenly their sexuality is slowly being erased, and nobody's getting in the bathroom. It's unthinkable.
You're just one of us now. It's okay, Mr. Garrison. We've learned that gays are totally cool. Yeah! We spent our whole lives trying not to be one of you. You can't do this to us. One of you?
The same men who were once making a sport out of being homophobic are now appropriating gay culture because TV told them it was cool. Frackin' makes me sick. And eventually, the actual cast of Queer Eye for the Straight Guy features in the episode.
Queer Eye for the Straight Guy is our #1 show. Guys, you've done a terrific job.
What can I say? We're fabulous.
We're gonna have you make over the President of the United States. You guys are changing the world. Oh my god, I think I'm gonna faint.
This show really reinforced the idea that any man struggling with women is just in need of a full-on makeover from a gay man. Don't work on your personality or your self-worth or your confidence. Just get a nicer haircut, some tighter pants. Great lesson.
Had to keep asking questions. Just had to push it, didn't you? Just now you know the truth.
They aren't gay? Then what are they?
Oh my god. Banished by man in the Kindling Wars. For 1,000 years, our kind have lived beneath the Earth's crust.
Yep, you guessed it. They're not actually gay. They are?
We are the crab people!
Oh, crab people, crab.
Jesus Christ!
Crab people. Obviously. You weren't thinking that? Wow, what a weirdo. Go touch grass, commoner. I can't touch grass. It scares me. But why would the crab people do this, you may be asking?
And so we came up with our perfect plan. Crab people are too small and weak to take over man by force.
Crab people.
If you can't beat man, Change, man.
I knew gay people would never do this to their own kind.
Ah, genius. They made everybody gay. A bit like Henry Cavill. Oh wait, that might just be me. But you get the point now. Making sexuality trendy is dangerous. We should celebrate our differences, not consolidate them. Only the women can save us now.
There they are! Get them! You turned our husbands into whiny little wusses!
It's payback time!
Oh my God, what are they doing?
Having a cleaner and more stylish husband might sound like a good thing in theory, but when he starts stealing your hair products and wearing your dresses, that's when things cross lines, apparently. Roast received, South Park. Roast received. I'll stop doing that. Queer Eye for the Straight Guy never did respond to this episode, but I don't think crab people use the internet much, so that might be why. Okay, enough about crabs. Let's talk about dogs. Or the dog, aka Dwayne Champman, the bounty hunter. In the episode Miss Teacher Bangs a Boy, Cartman secures the role of hall monitor and begins to resemble a familiar TV persona.
There's beer and darkness, no use in not having your hall pass. The hallway monitor.
It's not long before Dog starts to throw around his authority, quickly shining a light on the contradictory behavior of such a figure.
Hall pass! Show me your hall pass! Now let me see your hall pass! Oh, you know what this is? This is the mace that they use on bears! It's right here! Alright, cool, brah. You can't just push me up against the...
From violence to slurs to go with Christ, brah, back to violence. It's just beautiful. And not too unlike the real thing. It's clear that Trey and Parker have an angle that just keeps going.
I don't have any hard feelings against you, all right? Look, brah, I had to bring you in. Here, you need a smoke, brah?
Huh? Okay.
Jesus is Lord. You gotta give yourself over to Christ, brah.
I do.
Or you can see the light, brah. You can go one direction in life where you just walk around hallways without a hall pass.
Because that's all there is, a life of crime or concede completely to Christ. There is no in between. And if you think this hero rolls alone, you'd be very mistaken.
You won't get away from me cause I'm the dick. You had to pay them $15. You think you got away with not having a hall pass? I got some badass guys to help me. Only murderer. Think you can get away with not having a hall pass? Think again.
I'm sure they're gonna love that one. And believe it or not, they actually did. The dog himself, Dwayne, not Cartman, responded to the parody quite positively. He actually said it was an honor to be spoofed. And he particularly enjoyed them depicting his wife Beth as a giant pair of breasts. Awesome. But in our next roast, Cartman is sadly the butt of the joke. Back in season 1, South Park showed off their own version of America's Funniest Home Videos, titled America's Stupidest Home Videos. Subtle.
America's Stupidest Home Videos. Here's your host, Bob Saget. Boy, are my arms tired. Just flew into the studio. Knock, knock. Bob Saget. Why didn't the skeleton cross the road? Because he didn't have the guts.
And in a bid to secure the $10,000 promised to every chosen video submission, the gang delivers this masterpiece.
I think you are one of the coolest people in the world, Sexy Pants. You are my best friend. Not fat at all. Gee, that's cute. No, you're not fat. Don't think so?
But the winning video helps portray the true message of this episode, and ultimately Trey and Parker's roast, at the small expense of little old Kenny.
Contestant, young child gets hit by a train.
Can get this go-kart started. Oh, I'm such a cute little kid. Oh, I hope I don't get hit by a train. Oh, I sure did.
Oh man, it's a classic. It really is a classic. It gets me every time. No, what, just me? I guess Trey and Parker were right. It's not great to laugh at other people's misery, using people's pain for entertainment. I don't know, though. The jury's out on this one. I think it's hilarious. Our next roast sees another dog be put down prematurely. This time, it's the kid's favorite, Scooby-Doo. As part of a Halloween special in the episode Korn's Groovy Pirate Ghost Mystery, the metal band Korn comes to South Park. It'll make sense in a minute. Hold on.
Are you sure we're going the right way? That doesn't make any sense.
Chowderhead, that's because you've got it upside down. I'm starving.
We'll just keep playing our game. Don't think about it. Ready? I spy with my little eye something that begins with the letter T. A tree.
Look familiar? Well, if it does, you need to grow up and stop watching kids' cartoons. But yes, that is Korn featuring as a ripoff of Scooby and his mystery-solving gang. And it's not long before they met with a mystery of their own.
I spy with my little eye something that begins with the letter P. What the heck starts with the letter P?
Letter P?
Pirate Ghost!
Great start, boys, great start. I guess Scooby-Doo makes it look easier than it actually is, but don't count corn out just yet.
Special corn powers. Corn powers vitalize. Jonathan.
Ildy.
David.
Monkey.
And corn! Form of...
Okay, this might be more of a corn roast at this point, but when it's finally uncovered that Father Maxey, the Roman Catholic priest, is actually the one behind the ghosts, everything starts to make a bit more sense. Or does it?
You all perceived us to be mean, evil people, but me and the gang learned a lot, and we hope you did too. And we all perceived pirate ghosts to be real when actually they were just cotton swabs. So we all need to learn to be a little less perceptive. So I guess the lesson is, it's easy to perceive something some way and then be wrong. And it goes a little something like this. The gang and I wrote a song about it. And a two, and a...
Yeah, I get it now. Wait, actually, I don't. And I think that's the point. These mystery kid shows like Scooby-Doo fail to explain key elements of every plotline and are ultimately shaping the minds of our younger generations and causing them to grow into absolutely useless detectives with zero critical thinking skills. But, I mean, it's way better than TikTok. Or something like that. Either way, roasted! Speaking of ghost hunters, our next roast is about ghost hunters. Don't get much more simple than that. In the episode Dead Celebrities, South Park turns its attention to paranormal reality TV.
Ghost hunters! It's the gayest show in the world. A little boy in Colorado appears to be haunted by celebrities. Episode of Ghost Hunters. Now the Ghost Hunter team will roll out and get to the bottom of it. All right, tell us what we got this week, Chris.
To investigate celebrity, we're going to Colorado.
Wait, what was that? What was that? I heard it too.
You can tell Trey and Parker like this show. And when Kyle's little brother Ike starts seeing the ghosts of dead celebrities, it's only a matter of time before the ghost hunters are put to work.
For the celebrity ghosts have been spotted. We are now inside the house. Whoa, what was that? What was that? Whoa, did you hear that?
What was what?
It was like a, look, what is that? Wicked ghost here.
I'm pretty sure that's their television.
Whoa. What is this? Oh man, I am really scared.
Dang, these guys are good. But even professionals get scared sometimes. That's how you know it's real.
What is this? There's a wetness coming from my pants.
Oh God, I'm so scared.
I'm so scared.
I see it.
What is it? Are you getting this? Definitely some paranormal activity. Look, it's got you too.
A warm, moist sensation that's moving down my left thigh.
Okay, now that's just spooky. I'm still waiting for the roast at this point because these guys actually seem pretty frackin' brave.
Oh God, the paranormal activity, a trail of some kind behind both of us.
Are you guys serious?
Oh, it smells!
It's coming out the back of my pants now. Something hot and warm is...
Oh, it's poop and pee. I get it now. Haha, cowards. Just a big old group of cowards. Ghosts aren't even real. Stupid show. I definitely didn't believe him for like 1 second. And the funniest thing about it, the ghost hunters themselves actually responded.
You gotta love it when you parody it on South Park.
It's a very accurate representation. I get asked a lot, like, didn't that piss you off? I'm like, not really. Every time I see it, I laugh like crazy.
At least they're self-aware. You guys know what the only thing scarier than ghosts is? 16-year-old girls. Rich 16-year-old girls, to be precise. And Trey and Parker portrayed this perfectly when they compared them to Satan himself in the episode Hell on Earth 2006.
What do you plan, Lord Satan?
It is time for me to take what is mine. Halloween is a night for evil. Rise up to the earth. On Halloween, we shall open the gates of hell for an awesome party and invite a bunch of celebrities. And we will rent out the entire W Hotel.
Sounds familiar, but if the joke wasn't landing yet, they really made sure to fire it home.
Have you seen those rich, spoiled teenage girls?
How big a party are we talking?
That big. You have massive Sweet 16 parties? And I deserve a party. Halloween is about me. This shall be my Super Sweet 16.
Terrifying. And the comparisons continue to be scarily accurate. It's no wonder Trey was once caught describing the girls on the show as evil, horrible people.
You're not wearing your wristband at the door, so if you don't get your wristband in advance, everyone is going to try to get into this party, so you're not getting in! So you have to wear a costume. It's a costume party. But nobody better show up as the Crow.
But in true spoiled brat fashion, Satan seems to be prioritizing his party over his nearest and dearest. The devil himself being a terrible friend? Didn't see that one coming.
People in hell can't get wristbands. Invited so many celebrities on Earth to your party. Satan, I warn thee.
Well, I have to invite celebrities or else my party won't be cool.
You've never thrown a party of this magnitude before, Satan.
I'm not alienating my friends. I know they come first.
Do not throw this party at the cost of alienating your friends. I hope for your sake that's true.
I'm really starting to doubt this Satan guy's integrity. And now he's making an absolute scene over what dessert to serve.
He had his birthday party here a couple years back.
I don't want a fondue fountain if P. Diddy had one. Oh, screw that then.
Does it matter?
He had one of those.
I don't want to do it if Diddy did it. Yes, it matters. A full ice cream bar. Did Diddy do it?
Diddy did it.
How about a donut machine?
Diddy did do it.
Damn it, what didn't Diddy do?
Kind of glad Satan doesn't want to replicate a Diddy party, even if he's being about it. At least he knows how to make an entrance.
The man of the night! Here he is! Satan! Go! Ruining my entrance! Out of the way, Hitler!
No comment. But once the party was in full swing, just like on My Super Sweet 16, the birthday girl/devil was met with a luxury surprise gift.
I wanted a Ferrari! Acura?
Acuras are really nice. There was a problem. We did the best we could.
The whole party's ruined! It's not the car I wanted!
They don't care. Your guests are having fun. It doesn't matter.
It's all about me! It's not about them!
Message received. Spoiled rich 16-year-old girls equals the devil reincarnate. Talk about punching down, but I respect it. My daughter's 16. I absolutely despise her. I don't have kids. Speaking of kids I hate, next up is another reality TV show, one that followed the life of a child beauty pageant contestant called Honey Boo Boo. The roast begins when Cartman makes a subtle dig at Miss Boo Boo herself.
I may be fat, but I'm not Honey Boo Boo! Because someone needs a mobility scooter doesn't mean they're an ignorant piece of white trash, Kyle!
Dude, you've never seen Honey Boo Boo? Who's Honey Boo Boo? I'm fat as a whale, and I don't give two girl. My name's Honey Boo Boo, and I'm a beauty queen.
Oh man, I've never actually watched the show myself, but this is enough to make sure I never actually do.
Come on now, Boo-Boo. Come on. Now get up and wave to them judges.
I'm 6 and I've already had 3 heart attacks, girlfriend.
We ain't got no shame about our weight, because our weight makes us sassy.
Brother, us Americans always living our lives like we got free healthcare. Dap me up.
What's happened? Jesus, dude. Nobody feels any shame anymore. It's like something's lowered the bar to the point that... Well, dude, it's not like the bar is this actual physical thing.
What can I say? What can I say? Not long before Kyle drops one of his famous moralistic speeches that pretty much summarizes the entire roast.
We're going to the ranch to pick out a hog. They're going to do a surgery and put a pig heart in her, so we want to pick a hog that has pizzazz. Honey Boo Boo's going to do pageants with a pig heart.
I want that one. I'm getting a pig heart.
But it's also not long before Honey Boo Boo's lifestyle catches up with her, and doctors say that she needs a heart transplant at 6 years old.
Who wants sketty and butter? She thinks she's a pachyderm. She's got a pig heart now. Show him your scar.
My scar makes me sassy, child. This my scar because I got a pig heart.
Mamma mia. But now she has a second chance at life. Maybe she'll finally manage to change her ways with the support of her loving mother. Maybe not. When we're at the point where people are feeling comfortable enough to exploit their 6-year-old kids in the name of entertainment, you know we've gone too far. And there's no way that Honey Boo Boo responds positively to this one. There's no way.
A show that I would want to be on to begin with, and the previews like it'd be okay, but just the way they portrayed the show, it was kind of trashy.
Yeah. Oh, well, at least we enjoyed it. You know who would put that brat in her place? Joe Frost, that's who. AKA Super Nanny, which coincidentally is also our next roast. It's not really a coincidence, I planned this out prematurely. Prematurely.
Coming up next, it's Super Nanny. Whether nannies fail, Nanny Joe comes through.
This child's behavior is totally unacceptable.
I mean, I guess they've been pretty respectful so far. This might not be a roast after all.
You're going to see a new Eric Cartman in just 3 days' time, but there's no child too tough for Super Nanny.
I'm afraid Super Nanny is in a deep state of mental psychosis. She spends most of her time sobbing and eating her own excrement.
Never mind, at least she tried. At least she can leave with her dignity intact.
It's from hell! From hell!
We've been through every nanny reality show on television. I don't know what else to do about my son's behavioral problems.
Never mind. I guess Super Nanny isn't very super after all. Wonder what she thinks of Trey and Parker's little jokes. She loved it. Dang. Is Honey Boo Boo the only person with any real self-respect these days? I'm just kidding, at least you got a laugh out of it. The next roast on the list is exactly what I tell my therapist after watching one of their episodes. I Shouldn't Be Alive is an award-winning docuseries about ordinary people surviving extraordinary circumstances. A great opportunity for South Park to show how dumb it is.
I should have never gone ziplining. Ordinary day becomes a descent into madness.
Trap! I gotta get out of here! Oh, God!
Straight away, it's clear what Trey and Parker think of shows like this. Drama, drama, drama. If nobody dies, we don't want to hear about it. I risk my life every single day to make one of these videos. You don't hear me bragging about it.
Last night, Eric Cartman had Kung Pao spaghetti. The Kung Pao has just met with the Del Taco he ate for breakfast. And now, Eric is ingesting massive amounts of Mountain Dew.
Okay, forget what I just said. That is dangerous.
It carries with it tiny particles of Eric's fecal matter into Kyle's nasal passage.
All right, guys, we're here.
Dude, did you fart? No?
Hey, whoever smelt it dealt it, am I right? But the plot twist is that the suffering isn't from some life-threatening accident, it's from the sobering reality of how mundane and boring this trip actually is. Because any normal person would rather almost die than be bored, right?
That their ziplining nightmare has only just begun.
Anyone have any questions about the creek we're about to cross?
Yes!
Ready and green then?
Frog one day, I met the little green frog.
But the roast really peaks and the boys head to the lake for some real adventure, all in the form of a live-action parody.
We're on a trip from hell is in Colorado. Trapped on a 42-foot powerboat.
Because we keep getting screwed over by your diarrhea. You took us all ziplining, you Jew.
Now that's what I call drama. And in an amazing twist of events, once the boys become stranded out at sea, there's only one person with the skills required to save them.
The boys' prayers are finally answered.
You came for us, Mr. Hanky!
Thank you.
Came to save us and take us back home.
Howdy ho, boys. Let's get you back home.
Wow. If I Shouldn't Be Alive was actually like this, I could almost be tempted to watch it. But sadly, no, it's a pile of crap, mind the pun. Please stop dramatizing every single mishap and trying to turn it into a TV show, please. The makers of I Shouldn't Be Alive did not respond to the South Park episode. They were too busy living life on the edge, apparently. You know what's actually real and actually dangerous? Professional wrestling. Two oiled-up men grappling each other over a plastic belt. Now that's real entertainment. And the gang have scored themselves tickets to the WWE.
Cena, your mouth has gotten you into trouble for the last time. Say that again, Edge. You think you're better than me? I'm gonna shut it up for you.
Kick his ass, woo!
Mess him up, Ed! I've got something else to tell you, Ed. I slept with Vanessa last night.
Wait, where's the wrestling? This is feeling more like a 90s soap opera than a wrestling match. I guess that's the point. Regardless of that, the boys loved it.
Wrestling is awesome!
Dude, that was so badass. Tomorrow we are signing up for wrestling class. This is it, you guys. We know what our calling in life is now.
I'm sure it's going to be everything they're expecting and more. The blinding lights, the roaring crowds, the long underpants.
Why did they have us put on long underwear? The is this? And then wear it over this? Well, I guess in wrestling we're supposed to make our own outfit. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh. All right, so did everyone settle on their wrestling names?
I come from Russia to crush your puny capitalist head. I'm the Rad Russian.
Wait, maybe wrestling isn't real. No.
Here we go.
The is this? Dude.
Now just reach around him. Here. Good.
The are you doing?
Where's all the cool costumes and jumping off ropes and stuff?
Yeah, what are you?
Get back on the floor. I'm teaching you the starting position of wrestling.
That's not wrestling, dude. That's gay.
That only leaves one thing for it. Time to start a wrestling federation of their own. Introducing the WTF.
All right, let's start wrestling. All right, you ready to try this, guys? You slept with my girlfriend, Hammerclaw. I am gonna kick your ass. My country, we don't wait for a bell, Miss Hey. You slept with my girlfriend, referee.
No, the fight hasn't started yet. No, bam.
Now that's more like it, and the people of South Park absolutely loved it. Except for one individual.
It's some of the greatest wrestling we ever seen. You can watch them almost every afternoon. Don't you people understand that stuff isn't real? It isn't real!
What do you mean it ain't real?
None of it! Real wrestling is a serious and respectable sport. It's all made up, fiction. How stupid are you?
A roast as old as time. Wrestling isn't real. Yeah, whatever you say, old man. Time to hit him with a truth bomb.
There's a little girl out there who's had 14 abortions and she ain't even 10 yet.
But I guess that's just not real to you, son of a...
Yeah, that showed him, lunatic. But if you thought this moron was done trying to tarnish the sacred name of wrestling, you'd be mistaken.
This is wrestling! Idiots want wrestling? This is just a bunch of garbage!
We want some real wrestlers!
Wrestling is from ancient Greece! It's in the Olympics! And you're all ruining the good name of wrestling!
But wait a minute, I love and believe the WWE as much as the next guy. But maybe this guy actually has something important to say.
Damn it, they took my job! It's practically gone from the culture! Wrestling is gone from schools! It's... You want to know pain? Ripped away from you like a babe from its mother! To a career! And then having it all. Pain is dedicating your entire life to a sport!
Oh dang, I guess you're right. Maybe this dramatized, scripted, over-the-top WWE is actually not good for the sport of wrestling. Maybe we're making a mockery of an ancient and precious art form. Maybe the WWE is cringe. Nah, you're on your own with that one, South Park. I love the WWE, and it is real, dang it. And my good friend Maven's about to confirm that for all you doubters.
Yes, wrestling is theatrics. Yes, it is entertainment. I don't disagree with their premise as much as I disagree with how they got there. I am sitting here right now and my back is on fire, and it's not on fire.
If you thought wrestling was real and I just ruined it for you, blame Maven. All right, who's next? Okay, boys, I'm getting hungry. Time for us to watch some... And by... I obviously mean food. I apologize. For nothing.
Just look at that rack of ribs.
Oh, yeah.
Now those are slow cooked.
God damn. Yeah.
And then braised to bring out the smoky flavor. That is money right there. See how that just falls off the bone?
Next up for the roast is none other than the Food Network. And this time, Trey and Parker are making it clear that they're tired of food being sexualized on TV. I, on the other hand, love it.
La 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 la. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Man, oh. Cafeteria
Your B got changed pants. But when you get hooked on the old Food Network, it can really take a toll on your life, especially if you're married. Luckily for Randy, Sharon has come up with a potential solution.
Can I try something?
I can't sleep, Sharon. I'm in work mode.
Oh, Sharon, what are you? Oh, a nice old fashioned. Oh, that's it. That's good. Oh, that's good. How'd you get so good at this? You're amazing.
I'll order 10. And if you ever wondered what post-nut clarity is, South Park's about to tell you.
Oh, I'm tired.
You gonna go back to the kitchen?
Haven't had an old-fashioned in a long time. I'm gonna go to sleep, babe. I'll get my old job back tomorrow. Cooking's dumb. Here, do you need some money or anything?
No, I'm good, thanks.
Yeah, who needs food? Not me. Nobody from the Food Network ever commented on the South Park episode either. They probably had discovered like the power of a good decided to retire indefinitely. Happens to the best of us. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm getting something. I think I see another roast in your future. This time in an episode called The Biggest Douche in the Universe. I wonder who that could be about.
This must be the place.
Welcome to the taping of the show. Okay, audience members, hi. Mr. Edward might not hear from the particular dead person you want to talk to. It's all general seating in there.
Don't worry, Eric. I'm sure he'll be able to help you.
Ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. All right, let's get started. It's coming from over here.
Self-proclaimed psychic and American TV personality John Edward from Crossing Over with John Edward. I actually have never heard about this before researching for this video. I wonder why Trey and Parker think he's such a douchebag.
All right, let's get started. Does the name Mike mean anything to anybody? It's coming from over here. Definitely an M, maybe Mike, Mary. I'm getting Mike.
Mary was my mother.
Okay, and she's telling me there's something about the money, that the money is safe. Is that making sense? And she died?
Yes, she did. Yes.
Nope, still don't see it. Seems like a genuine guy just trying to help people grieve for their beloved deceased relatives. You want to tell me this is fake?
I'm getting someone now whose name is,
Kenny!
Kenny says hi. Okay, now I'm getting that Kenny died. It was like a death that made people sad. Does that make sense? And this wasn't a good death. It was a sad death.
We told you that.
Really unveiling the mysteries of the universe, this guy. But despite this sterling rendition of John, it turns out he's not perfect.
No, I do. And I do have a special power.
Get over yourself. Nothing special about you, dude.
God damn it, I'm special!
Little bit of an ego, but I still don't see it. He just wants to help people and reap a little bit of success from it. Does that really make him the biggest douche in the universe?
You have been nominated for Biggest Douche in the Universe.
Congratulations! You are the first nominee from the Milky Way galaxy.
We'll give you a first-class ride to the award show.
Oh, dude!
I make people feel good about themselves.
Well, can't argue with that one. Yeah, good luck at the awards, John Edward. You got my vote. Let's see how John himself reacted to the episode.
It had like zero impact. Being labeled the biggest douche in the universe, I was like, and I get it, you know? So, and it's actually become a great advertisement for me, but you don't get an entire episode unless you've made a difference. I'll be like, and I am the biggest douche in the universe, you know, according to South Park. You know, I jokingly say it at my events.
Yeah, he's a douche. I'm sorry, it was right there. It was right there. Speaking of douches, next up we got Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, or should I say Fat Abbott, because Fat Albert went to prison for assault.
Randy, will you please come get my wedding ring out of the sink?
Hey.
Man, Fat Abbott, you need to lose weight.
What's going on, Rudy? Shut your ass mouth. I lose weight when I feel like it.
I'll kick your ass.
You think you slick, you punk-ass, blasphemous, dope fiend?
Oh, dude, sweet.
I thought this was meant to be a kid's show. Maybe Bill Cosby didn't have the children's best interests at heart after all. Who'd have thunk it?
Hey.
Man, Fat Abbott, what are you doing on this side of the hood?
What's going down, y'all? You're like school in summertime. You know something, Rudy?
School in summertime?
School in summertime, open your ears, oh, pop your chest.
What the hell is going on in this cartoon?
I really don't know, Eric. I really don't know. But as with every popular kids TV show, there's always a valuable lesson buried in there somewhere. Sometimes you just gotta read between the lines.
Damn!
You're right, Fat Abbott, thanks.
Maybe later you can suck my No problem.
If you have a stepdad riding your ass, just snatch his ass in a bear trap. Well, Fat Abbott and the gang sure did learn something today. Crack! No more stepdad. See you next time eating the pudding.
You see, there you go. It's not Train Parker's most in-depth roast, but it definitely was worth a mention. Fat Albert never did respond to the episode, probably because he's not real. Bill Cosby, the creator, didn't respond either. Whew, shocker. Yeah, I wouldn't either. And that's it, boys and girls. All 19 times South Park has roasted the hell out of TV shows. Now, if you like this video and want to learn more about the world of cartoons, then maybe you should get a life. Ha! Boom! Roasted. I apologize. I literally made this video. I have no room to talk. Click the screen and tuck into another video, friend. As always, guys, thank you for watching.